to ourselves.
Well, I was ranting and raving.
The podcast is going to love this part.
All right, good reason to turn into tune into the podcast so you can hear the audio. Yes, we are. Right? Do you not see all these audio comments?
I don't see any of the comments. I'm not looking at the comments.
Oh, okay. Because the entire chat is just no audio.
They still don't hear audio.
No audio the whole time. Japan said he heard everything. What are you laughing
I'm just laughing at this whole thing. I have no idea what happened. They can hear us now.
Okay. And we're back. Everyone missed my awesome rant.
I didn't do anything.
Well, so okay.
I didn't. I just refreshed my local browser here. I don't know. I honestly have no idea what's going on. Discord works now.
Yes. Shout out to Discord. So they're working. But yes, I was throwing Jared Goff in a locker. If for the live viewers,
do some like Chinese old kung fu movie dubbing on that.
Yeah, go back and check the go back and listen to the podcast for my rant.
I will say, just to create a short synopsis of you missing the part where they talked on the field about how maybe there was a procedural penalty. My issue with this, one, you can't get rid of that illegal procedure because that's the one where everyone has to be set.
Yeah, that's fine.
The reason he never got set. Two, I think you have to. There has to be some rule about if there wasn't a. I understand the argument will be, well, they got it right. That's the most important thing.
But technically, the league is not allowed to buzz.
They didn't
buzz in a flag.
They didn't.
But I think they did.
Oh, you're okay. I see. That's fine.
This is my conspiracy: is that they said the refs just huddled up and came to it on their own conclusion. I think they got buzzed in from the league, which they're not supposed to do.
Yeah. So per the internet, apparently on a scoring play, the refs will convene before it's, now if I was in the same position as you, I'd be upset. Now I do have a question though. Were you going to play Jared Goff before I said that he had scored in 50% of his games against the Chiefs in his career?
Oh, that was a good nugget, Ryan. I don't know. Why didn't you play Jared Goff? You had the nugget.
Well, because it was more of a comically way to data frame his 2 games, one of which he got a QB sneak back when he was on the Rams. And 2, yeah, they don't QB sneak. And so I didn't foresee a second straight game with David Montgomery throwing a pass, this time to Jared Goff. I also didn't foresee Jared Goff running over a defender.
Jared Goff
he was stood up. He wasn't even the low man.
Jared Goff
high man.
ran through a motherfucker's face. That's the biggest tragedy of it all. Yes, I want my money. Apparently, now the real conspiracy theorists say it's because DraftKings put out a graphic that someone supposedly bet $5,000 on Jared Goff at 90-1 first touchdown, which I'm always skeptical of those graphics and stuff. And then people are like, if DraftKings doesn't put out this graphic, do they throw that flag, Ryan? We'll never know. But
I will say this:
very, very insanely frustrating, horrible bet.
Two more points on this. One, as I was watching it, as someone who watches a shitload of football, there was something off about the play. My brain didn't know. Like only when they said, "Oh, they're having a huddle on the field," was like, "Oh my!" Because I had already sent you the text. Because I was like, "God damn it!" I said it out loud in the office. I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't even congratulate me. It was just all about, oh, I should have.
No, well, I didn't at that point. I didn't know you had played it. I might have been napping before, and I kind of woke up as the play was happening. It looked a little funny to me, and then I sent a message to you I didn't play it. That was sick. And then I went to social media, and the first thing I saw was your video, and I'm like, oh, nice, Sean got it. So I went to your feed, and as I'm going to find the post to repost it, they're like, oh, well, they're talking on the field. Nope. This is going to be illegal procedure. And so then I just quote tweeted with horrible beat or whatever. But is that worse than the Cardinals in terms of a beat?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. The Cardinals was like this slow train wreck that you could see coming a mile away, and
kind of, but also not like all the way.
Yeah, I guess the Cardinals were like a parlay of crazy ass plays, and also just really poor strategy. So in some ways, this was, I don't know. This was certainly more frustrating because I was already home. I had already graded as a win. People were already congratulating me. I mean, I had a chance to record a celebration video and post it online.
You posted that shit quick.
No,
it was pretty quick. I was impressed. I was pretty impressed.
No, I watched the play, made sure there's no flags. There were no flags. Oh yeah, now I'll do the celebration video. So I had time to post the celebration video and record it before they actually called the flag. That's insane.
I'm going to say that going forward, we're going to impose a no celebrating at all. I mean, Jahan Dotson too in the Super Bowl. No celebrating at all until the conversion.
Well, that's the
new rule.
That's the rule for the Eagles fight song. You don't sing the song until they kick the extra point or 2-point conversion. The Jahan Dotson one, that one wasn't as frustrating because eye test.
Oh no, of course not.
I did not think he got in. What was annoying was the ref standing right over him, put his arms up.
It was also the Super Bowl
to signal a touchdown. Yes, and it was also.
And we also had a paper ticket, which I'm guessing for you, at least for me, it was a larger than normal first touchdown bet.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So Jared Goff, you're going in the locker for not knowing the rules there. That was fucking horrible. So
at least Sucks Island, even with the rates where they are, prices going up.
Oh, well, everyone was looking to, it was one of those market crashes, Ryan, where everyone wanted to sell Jared Goff Sucks Island because, oh my God, this guy caught a touchdown pass, cashed Sean's first 100-1 first touchdown bet. And then it immediately prices stabilized on the island. As he turns out he doesn't know what he was doing. All right.
I still think that is the most athletic thing we've ever seen Jared Goff do. He's made some catches before, but he ran through a dude.
Yeah. Very,
I mean, he's got to be feeling himself. And then after the game, Dan Campbell, very unpleased with Brian Branch.
Yeah, if you didn't see that, Brian Branch just went up and punched Juju Smith-Schuster. It was weird. Juju Smith-Schuster had his hand out, and then Brian Branch just whacks him right in the head.
If you only saw the clip on social, you missed the lead up, which is Patrick Mahomes walks by Brian Branch first. Patrick Mahomes reaches his hand out to say good game. Brian Branch ignores him. Juju sees that he just negged his quarterback, goes over and is like, "What the fuck, man?" And that's when he just punches him in the face. Which Juju is like that dog that you have that isn't that friendly, but it keeps everything else straight. You gotta have him on the team. He's a live wire like that. Couple catches and a scuffle after the game.
Yeah, we got a bunch of callers on the Discord line. Call in, give us who you're shoving in a locker, maybe some winners, some losers from the day. Very weird day for me gambling because I 8-5 ATS. Unfortunately, 3 of the losses were 3 of my locks, but then kind of chased a little bit in the afternoon and got some of it back. So it was a wild up and down day.
What's worse, when you hit on everything but miss on the locks, or when you have a horrible day but you get the locks right?
Yeah, I would say. Well, I always am trying to get the locks right, but then. So usually I'm betting more on the locks, but in this case, since I felt pretty good about the afternoon slate, made some of it back. So yeah,
was it a chase situation?
A little bit, shout out.
Well, then you needed the locks to fall for that to happen.
If
you hit your locks, are you betting those games?
No, I'm just sitting back and enjoying them.
It was kind of like our craps run. Where maybe we had to lose all of our money to win way more than all of our money.
Joining us on the line, you know him, you love him from the college baseball, basketball experience. Noah Beanick. Noah, are you there?
Yes, I am, guys. How's it going?
Good, man. Good to hear from you. It's a tough one for your Lions, and yes, officially they go down 30-17. Chiefs get the win and the cover.
Easy money.
I mean, I'm feeling your pain as a Philly sports fan because we were over at the Circa Friday night and 15 innings. Right when we walk up to Derek is the backbreaking end of the Tigers season. So how are you feeling, Noah?
I was calling to offer that handshake from Patrick Mahomes to Brian Branch towards Sean as well, because we're both feeling triple whammies this weekend.
Yeah.
Phillies, Tigers, Penn State, Michigan both lose, and then I have a Lions loss as well, and Phillies lose on Thursday night. So just an all-time downer weekend of sports for you and I.
At least you got your head coach in college still.
Yeah, I mean, James Franklin, we'll get into it more on the college show, but they were like number 5 in the nation 2 weeks ago and home favorites against Oregon. I mean, to go from number 5 in the nation to being unemployed in 2 weeks, that is insane.
There's going to be there's more to the story.
Yeah, I don't know if I mean, you know, as a Penn State guy, it's clearly was time. I guess just this felt weird that it was in the middle of this year. And yeah, I mean, just back-to-back horrific losses there.
Him and Coach Pry can get back together now.
Yeah, they're gonna get the band back together. Yes. No. Are you putting anyone in the locker? Who are you blaming for this situation?
I'm throwing Mahomes in the locker only because he comes out of this whole back end game situation looking like an angel when after one of his touchdowns. If you go and watch the highlight, he like runs into the end zone, spins the ball in front of Brian Branch, points at him, like taunts at him, flexes at him. So then to go up to him after the game, you know that you're like, oh, buddy, I got the best of you today. Like, great game. And once you see that Brian Branch doesn't shake the hand, that's when you're just like, okay,
it's game on.
Loser, let him pass. But Juju, the TikToker, he wants to make peace and go up to him and say, hey, man, that's not cool. He flops, gets back up, and then gets suplexed. I thought that was outstanding. There's a picture of him just like on the ground, like freaking out. Like this was the meme where it was like, at this moment, he knew that he fucked up because Branch is like getting ready to land right on top of him.
It's almost like
brawl. So
yeah, it's almost like the old school like hockey where you pull the jersey over the head. He just kind of gets tossed like that, but his flop is great. He does like he grabs his helmet and like flops backwards.
It was a glorified bitch splat. That's what it was from Branch. It was kind of weak. Like I would have preferred a closed fist and punch if you're gonna do it, but yeah, I prefer my teams to take care of it in the 60 minutes. But if you're gonna do it after the game, do it right, right?
And also I mean, while we're tossing the refs in, they somehow managed to call 0 penalties on the Chiefs 40 times since 2000. A team has not now correct. They did call 1 penalty. It was declined. But no clean sheet for the Chiefs in prime time, Ryan. Who could have seen this coming? Thankfully, they do allow us to bet on the Chiefs, which takes that. So they couldn't put away the whistle for my boy Jared Goff, so he could get the 100-1 first touchdown. That I'm still steamed about that. All right.
Yeah, that was a little BS, but thanks for taking the call, boys. Get to your show and have a great night. You guys, good luck on the Monday night props.
Let's go. Thanks, Let it ride, Noah. Check him out. Producer over there on the College Basketball Experience.
What do you think the odds are right now? AFC West.
-150.
Still plus 135.
They're like, that's weird because they're like they're 9-1 to win it all. I guess they assume, hey, once they get in there, their chances.
Yeah, but I'm with you. Like the Chargers clearly have flaws, and the Broncos. It's like every other week we see a reason why the Broncos might be just a very mediocre team that can sometimes have a great game plan. Plus 135. I might need to bet some more on the Chiefs to win the division. They're getting Rashee Rice back.
Yeah, I mean their offense is looking good. Defense is good enough,
and they're getting their best receiver back next week.
Yeah, like, and they seem excited about that. Again, why I was on them, you were on them too. The Chiefs, back against the wall. This team didn't feel like they were going to go 2-4, especially at home. Joining us on the Discord line, everyone's favorite dabber, Japan. What's happening in Japan?
Not much. Can you all hear me?
Yeah. Oh. I was realizing, Ryan, we need to get some like Japanese music or like some sort of Japanese. I don't know, maybe a gong or some sort of like some sort of that our friend from the Far East, Japan, is joining us on the line. So Japan, how was your day gambling out there?
Well, it started out, I woke up extra early for a shit ass fucking game.
Yes.
Fucking Bo Nix had fucking 15 fucking completions at fucking halftime. So I was like, all right, babe, I'm gonna go get fucking coffee. I'm gonna be fucking back. Come back. Still fucking playing the whole fucking game. At the end of the fucking game, this motherfucker ends the fucking game with 19 fucking completions. You're telling me in the fucking second half that Justin Fields got more completions than you? I mean, I get it. You won the fucking game, but God.
Yeah,
That is impressive.
I was gonna put Bo Nix in the locker next, or I don't know who to blame the most for that lack of cover for the Broncos. They get the win 13-11, did not get the cover there. I guess I'll put Sean Payton in there, even though yeah, you are. You're the man.
You know what, Sean? Let's not fucking single out anybody. All fucking 53 motherfucking players and fucking coaches get in that fucking locker.
The play calling was very bad.
Play calling was very conservative, and it's just the classic London game. I was kicking myself, but I'd done well previously on these earlier games. I thought I had this scenario figured, I thought I had the spot figured out, and then these fucking Jets get a cover with -10 pass yards net.
I mean, think about what that says about the Broncos.
That's certainly well, and if it was anywhere but London, I would have probably been on the Jets, because this was a classic look ahead spot for the Broncos, but they were in London. You're taking a trip overseas. Like, oh man, that was so annoying. And yes, fucking Bo Nix. How could you not do anything? My take was when we were discussing like first touchdowns or something.
Is Bo Nix bad?
No, I don't think he's bad. I think it's like,
not an MVP.
Is he?
Candidate.
No, not an MVP candidate. Is he below average, average, or above average? And I think it just kind of depends on these different scenarios. He has moments where it's like the offense is gelling. They're running this like play action. He's on the move. There's guys wide open downfield. Everything's clicking. I really think
on schedule. It works.
Yeah, I think this game in particular, they were a young team who just looked past this Jets team, and they even like deciding to punt or not. I felt like they were kind of fucking around.
I think this is Bo Nix. Sean Payton didn't have a great game plan.
Yeah.
Sean Payton didn't call a great game, and Bo Nix looked like ass.
Well, and in their defense, I think
they couldn't run the ball.
I think they thought, hey, we can be really conservative here, and we're going to win the game, and they were right. I mean, I didn't think the Jets were going to score a touchdown. That's why I like the Broncos to cover. I mean, if you told me the Jets aren't going to score a touchdown, I'd like my odds to win that game.
Well, I mean, just the first two possessions, they get the short fields, they gain like negative yards maybe.
Yes.
And they get 2 field goals. Really disgusting game.
Yeah.
Hopefully England enjoyed it.
Yeah. We're going to start another Revolutionary War just because they're fucking pissed off about all these bullshit games we're sending their way. Although it is a good game next week. I told myself I'm not waking up early for this bullshit anymore. I'm not letting the NFL control my life. And then I got to watch this.
Of course you're going to wake up.
Well, next week it's Rams Jags.
It's work.
Yeah. And I'm a workaholic.
Jags off a loss. Let's go.
Japan. Anything else? Sorry, I kind of cut you off there. You got me fired up about the Broncos.
No, not at all. So then I moved on to the pregame show, and I'm sitting here, and then you guys done fucked up and let a fucking Cowboys fucking fan on here fucking talk, and that motherfucker fucked it all up.
He broke it.
And fucking fucking Dan, that's what the fuck your fucking Cowboys get. We cast a fucking Carolina money line.
Boom.
Let's fucking go. So then, when you guys put me on, I gave out my parlay. McMillan, anytime touchdown. What's the other receiver that it was? I forgot the other receiver. Rashad White and Genty. And the other receiver is going to come back to me. But it was a plus 1932 that I gave out just to me and my dad rig.
Oh,
and it fucking hit.
No, Ryan, DJ and Dan, the Cowboys fans,
do you think that's what was
the Discord line?
I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I didn't think there was nefarious activities. But if you're saying he was some sort of suicide bomber,
yeah, he blew the whole thing up. And of all the weeks, Japan had a winning 20-1 touchdown parlay. The listeners didn't get to hear it.
I'm sick to my stomach.
This is just all right. Japan, we gotta find these traders. Take care of business. Appreciate you calling in, man.
Oh,
man. And then on that note,
sorry.
Fuck the Cowboys until the fucking end of time. Fuck Dak. Fuck CeeDee Lamb. Fuck that whole organization. Fuck Jerry. Y'all are gonna lose the first fucking round in the playoffs. So enjoy it while you fucking can. Y'all fucking suck.
Let it
All
ride.
right.
It's dab time. Let's
Oh.
fucking go.
Enjoy. Pull your car over, please. I think
Do not dab and
be-
drive.
best part of the broadcast was them going. And by the way, happy 83rd birthday to Jerry Jones. He turns 83 on Monday. Like no one needed to hear that. Not one person in the audience was happy that you just mentioned Jerry Jones's birthday.
I want Jerry Jones to live forever, so I was.
Well,
I
he's
was happy
doing
to hear about
something. We've been down this path before. He has moments where he looks like he's melting, and then all of a sudden he's back together.
And shout out, I see Steffi in the chat, Steffi Smalls from the Steffi Smalls show. Make sure you check out her show. Great program here on Sports Gambling Podcast Network.
Giving out winners.
Hit out 140 to 1 on the old social media. I saw that a sick ass touchdown parlay. Congrats, Steph. And I think she had what it was like $20 or something to win.
10 to win something.
1,700.
It was boosted.
Yeah, and some guy was like, "Oh, is winning $1,700 off $10 even something to brag about?" Like, yes. Why would you? Also, fun police. Like, who? Why would you not be excited about winning $1,700?
Is he mad that he didn't tail or that it was too small of a bet?
He was the
unit
classic.
shaming?
Yeah, he was the tough guy who was like, "I don't even know why this is on my feed," and then Steph quote tweeted it with that he was following her. So classic.
Oh, that's
classic.
I've been noticing when people do that. It does make me laugh when people do that bit.
Yeah,
it's very funny.
I don't even know. Kramer, I sent you a great image on Slack that we got to hit on real quick if we can pull it up there. Yes, and Steph clarifying 10 to win 1,700, but she's the loser. Yeah, I mean, come on. Also, like if you're giving out these $10 parlays and you hit one at 140 to 1,
yeah,
you're gonna be up for the season on your $10 parlays.
Well, I mean, all right. So let's assume I can somewhat get behind the idea of like, all right, that's not enough money for me. I mean, in what universe is winning $1,700 not enough?
Yeah, I mean, when we were playing craps Friday night at Circa, like you and our buddy Rosenberg had $10 on a hard way that you hit that got it up to 100.
Well, yeah,
then
we
parlayed it.
No, that's the parlay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you turn 10 into 1,000 right there on getting back-to-back hard eights.
Yeah.
There was a lot of celebrating. That was pretty awesome.
Well, craps.
Yeah.
But also, yeah.
Yeah, you turned $10 into $1,000. That's
so
pretty fun.
I would want to know from this guy what would be an appropriate amount. Is it $100 bet on a crazy ass parlay?
I hate anyone who gets mad at people for celebrating gambling. If you don't enjoy winning gambling, then why the fuck are you gambling? Get out of our area. This is for this area is for people who love gambling. And this is for our buddy Japan who called in and said, first and foremost, Cowboys suck. This was at the Chiefs game. Guy just rocking a Cowboys suck shirt. So
I'm sure that area has a ton of like, those annoying, not from around here Cowboys fans.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he's an Eagles fan or maybe he just hates the Cowboys. Either way, shout out to you, bro. Love it. Love the energy. Speaking of the Eagles, Ryan, we got to go back in time, talk about the Eagles. Disappointing loss, 34-17. Congrats to your New York Giants. Fortunately for the Eagles, we get a chance for our revenge in a couple weeks, but we got to take care of the Vikings first. Yeah, I mean, the Eagles played like shit. I'm obviously disappointed with the result. I don't think they played well. Certainly has some issues with the team overall with the performance there, losing back-to-back games. But at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni have shown an ability to bounce back and have shown an ability to win games in general. As far as like stuff I'm worried about moving forward, yeah, certainly some of the injuries. It'd be great to get, we get Nolan Smith back after the bye. Hopefully Jalen Carter, not having Jalen Carter and Quinyon Mitchell out there really hurt the defense. Vic Fangio didn't do a good job of adjusting. Still should have been able to get the win against this Giants team, but hats off to the Giants. I thought
Giants without their top two receivers.
Yeah, Giants are. Yeah, I mean, everyone deals with injuries. You can use it to set expectations or make some rational thought. But Giants, without their top 2 receivers, rookie quarterback, took care. Were able to move the ball up and down the field against the Eagles. So that's unacceptable. They need to fix that. I'm optimistic they can. I'm not going to say blow up the season, fire everyone. I think that's crazy. I always evaluate at the end of the season, but yeah, I mean, well, sometimes not. Sometimes you really know a guy has to go. But yeah, I mean, am I pissed off? Yeah, I was really pissed off Thursday night. But what are you gonna do?
You don't want to see any changes from the style of offense they're running.
Yeah, I think their play calling is pretty unimaginative. But I think it's a combination of like the offensive line isn't executing well. The interior offensive line, both guards are injured. So that's not helping. Just the running game's not getting going for a variety of reasons. Probably a mix of play calling, scheme, some offensive line blocking. So the run game's not getting going.
Running backs working the red carpet for movie
commercial
premiere.
actor Saquon Barkley.
I overlaid with the Giants Eagles game. What a dog shit move. Don't ever come back. I mean, and he's making a business decision to run out of bounds against Cordell Flott in his 190-pound frame. Not a good look.
Mike saying Nick has to go. Mike, you're insane. You're an insane human being if you think they have to fire Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni, wins are if you don't want to say wins are a quarterback stat, I disagree. But wins are certainly a coaching stat. And Nick Sirianni's start to his career is insane. Nick Sirianni has never not made it to the playoffs. Nick Sirianni has been to 2 Super Bowls. Nick Sirianni has won a Super Bowl. That's with all different offensive coordinators, different defensive coordinators. Everyone say, "Oh, they could only do it because they had Saquon." Oh, like he's shown a long history of success. He's never had a losing season in the NFL. You'd be crazy to get rid of that guy.
We are in the heat of.
Do I think he's dopey at times? Sure, but you can't argue with the guy's results. That's crazy.
We are in the heat of coach cancel culture, as we just talked about James Franklin. Yeah, I mean AJ Brown making throwing tantrums in the locker room again.
The AJ Brown stuff doesn't bother me.
If I was being critical of Sirianni, it seems like he's very hit or miss with the coordinators. And like objectively, the Eagles are making it easy on defenses. After watching that game closely, like you and it's not like anything's been different. I think Hurts also was not good in that game. And so if Barkley's not going to be good and Hurts isn't going to be good.
Yeah, if all their good players don't play good, they will lose.
And then the defense is going to be soft as fuck because Cam Scadaboo took their will to live.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think
Jackson Dart,
Adoree Jackson should not be out there. That's a mix of I don't know whose fault that is.
Zach Bond had a horrible game. He got run through a couple of times, including by a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, no, I think they were, a veteran team that overlooked an opponent that was clearly up for the game in a division spot, coming off the Super Bowl run. They need to reset and refocus. So yeah, they got issues, but I think again, if you're calling for Nick Sirianni to get fired, you're an insane person.
We redraft today. Is Cam Ward going before Jackson Dart?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
obviously, it's an interesting question because Jackson Dart certainly has looked better than Cam Ward, but Cam Ward also has like a lot of the pro type stuff that people would be enamored with. And we'll get to that game, but Callahan is the worst coach in the league by a wide margin. And that roster is horrible as well. So yeah, I mean, Cam Ward has looked like shit, but as far as like what teams would draft, I still think there's a lot of traits that Cam Ward has that teams like. Not a knock on Jackson Dart. He certainly looked better than Cam Ward.
How did the entire NFL let Cam Scadaboo go to the 4th round?
Yeah, I mean, why would you not want a guy that can just the juice he brings into the locker room? I think that's one of those things where coaches get cute. Like we saw this guy have a ton of production at the college level. he clearly was like a great locker room guy.
Well, let's be honest. He's a white running back.
Yeah, and,
That's part of
certainly some of the advanced metrics.
White.
Certainly, well, you Ryan, you even said he looks a little plodding out there.
No,
et cetera, et cetera.
I don't think he's like he gets in trouble when he cuts around, but when he's feeling himself and realizing that the other team doesn't want to feel his pain anymore, he's just running through people. And he does have the straight line speed, assuming he doesn't have to stop and start to be fine. And I think really the highlight of that game was the offensive line. I mean, the offensive line bullied the Eagles defense, which is not something I've seen for a while. So yeah, I mean, my takeaway from the game is that Jackson Dart possesses some sort of charisma that is both applicable on the field and off the field. Completely commanded the prime post game desk. Looked like a fucking. I mean, considering the guys who have been talking on a mic in New York have been Daniel Jones and Eli Manning for the past 20+ years. There's a certain level of charisma there that clearly is winning the locker room over, and it's winning over the opponent. You're hearing the way people are talking about and just people everywhere. There's clearly something about this dude. He's on lists that possess Patrick Mahomes' name and no one else. He's on lists that possess. I mean, him, Jalen Hurts, and Lamar Jackson, only guys to start their career with 50 rushing yards, 3 straight games. Yeah, I don't know. There's something going on with this guy, and that in the concussion shit. We've got to stop with this. It was just like the chowderheads of New England. All of a sudden, reading up on PSI and fucking pressures.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man.
Whoa, they're not following the protocol. What's going on over there? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You got full investigation. We need to waste.
Is John Mara going to fine him?
No, he's
Brian
cool. You got to watch again. Watch the post game press conference. John Mara got the ball. Everything's good. He's just putting stuff out there because the NFL's already mad at him. But yeah, the win, as fun as the win was, because as far as if my memory serves me correct, Daniel Jones never beat the Eagles. As fun as the win is, the Jackson Dart's more fun. Like how did he go 24th in the draft?
Well,
watch a lot of football.
He's the second quarterback though, right?
Yeah, watch a lot of football. But you told me, I mean, not like most. Jaden Daniels had this last year, and it was like, God damn it. There's just some charisma.
Danny Dimes is 2-4 against the Eagles.
Really?
I think so. I just looked it up.
Correct me, Chad, if I'm wrong. Anyway, yeah.
So yeah,
tough times for the Eagles.
Yeah, it happens. You know, this team thrives on some adversity. Like I've been an Eagles fan my entire life. When the expectations are super high and everything's like
that's what you said going into this game, though.
What?
You said this was there was a rallying cry because everyone was talking shit. They had a players only meeting that AJ Brown is now not talking about.
You put a bunch of words into my mouth that I didn't say. I did not say they have a players only meeting. I never said that.
They had a players only meeting last week.
No.
AJ Brown, Saquon Barkley, and Jalen Hurts had a meeting last week.
Yes, that's totally different. That's totally different than a players only meeting.
Those are 3 players, and they had a meeting.
Okay. Well, players
you
only
said it was going to be
a players only meeting.
A bounce back spot because
I
they
thought
were
it would be. Yes,
okay.
I was incorrect. But I didn't say this team is at its lowest. I didn't say that. And I didn't say a players only meeting, Ryan, as someone who's played football, is when all the players get together and there are no coaches. That's different than 3 players getting together.
Yeah, that's the awkward part about this players only meeting. It was just the good players, and they left Devonta Smith out. I just think there's clearly something going on in the locker room.
Yeah, locker room's a cancer. Blow it all up. Well, what do you want me to say?
I mean, you could acknowledge the fact that AJ Brown and Devonta Smith wanting the ball more is not what's best for this team. Figuring out the run game is what's best for this team. And you could acknowledge that the play calling has been dog shit.
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah. No, I get it. This is.
I mean, you said this verbatim last year.
What do you mean?
You didn't say that. You didn't say AJ Brown was a petulant child last year and it was a distraction. It was harming the
It was
team.
way different last year.
It's
Him reading a book on the sideline is
you
ridiculous.
said he's a
and
petulant
stupid.
child.
But now his petulance is like being reported on. He's having tantrums.
It's
in the
exactly
locker room.
the same
Okay.
thing. I'm telling. AJ Brown is.
I think
who he
most
is.
people would agree with me that this is a much worse rendition of AJ Brown being a petulant child. That's all.
Okay.
And I think there's clearly a problem with the locker room. I mean,
Yeah, when the team's losing, that's bad and that's not good for the locker room.
All right.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that's all I got. They need to play better.
Yes.
Yes. Shout out to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. Head over there. Get 100% bet back bonus. Don't bet on the Eagles. They'll never win a game. What's the Giants Super Bowl price, Ryan? How much in are you on the Giants?
Well, here we go.
Well, I mean, you haven't even bought a Jackson Dart jersey.
Oh, I'm very financially invested in Jackson Dart to win Rookie of the Year. We're fine with that. Yeah, we have plenty of investment on them to make the playoffs.
Super Bowl?
We have all of it, obviously.
Are you betting more now?
Don't project. Am I betting more on what?
The Giants to win the Super Bowl.
I'll take a look at the playoff price.
Okay. Head over to mybookie.ag. Use the promo code SGPN. 100% bet back bonus up to $500. Terms and conditions do apply. We're also brought to you by Novig. Had a great afternoon firing on the Novig app. Look at that. California, Texas, Florida. Love Novig. I hate Vig. Who likes Vig? I don't know many people who like Vig. Very easy to get down, and it's an exchange, so you're getting some of the best prices in the market. I had like -2.5 plus 105 on the Chiefs. That was I mean, may as well have been a no sweat bet. And when you spend $5, you get $50 in Novig action there. Use the promo code SGPN. Download the Novig app. Use the promo code SGPN so you get the extra bonus, and then we know they sent you. Novig promo code SGPN.
And for those wondering, I have a Cam Scatterboot 90-1 Rookie of the Year ticket and a Jackson Dart 45-1 ticket.
What's Jackson Dart at now?
With Ibuka going down,
that's pretty
I gotta
big.
imagine it's even money.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see about our boy.
Mika and Big Boo.
It's like what Gronk. What like who? Man, Gronk needs better people
It was so
around
close.
him. He needs better people around.
I mean, Tyler Warren's got to be up there, but obviously you get a huge edge being the quarterback.
I got it right here. All right. Current odds: Jackson Dart -140, Emeka Big Boo plus 550, Ashton Genty 6-1, Tyler Warren 9-1, T-Mac 10-1, Cam Scatterboot 15-1.
I mean, Tyler Warren's crazy, but
Is there still value on Cam Scatterboot if he stays healthy the rest of the year in place like this?
I mean, no. How would Scatterboot win it over Jackson Dart?
Injury.
Yeah. And then if he gets,
I have 45-1 and it's -140.
are you selling some? Are you monetizing your ticket?
I'll tell you what I keep doing though is I keep going back to search for Protector of the Year odds. And they're just not opening. They're not reopening the market. They have assistant coach of the year odds up, but they've yet to show. This has been weak, Sean. Andrew Thomas 145-1 on Protector of the Year. That could be the all-time funniest bet.
Steelers get the win in the cover 23-9. Easily cash in the -5.5.
We're
nice
so
work.
dumb.
Sure, I don't know how neither of us locked this up
because we were scared about Tomlin laying so many points, which we were like fair.
Yeah,
but this was
and
a generational spot.
Everyone gets mad that I always lock up the Steelers, but they always cover. So
but
I don't
also
know what
this situational spot will never happen again.
Yeah.
We're never going to have a divisional like every which way mismatch like this. Scheduled loss.
We got the I don't know. I didn't have any takeaways. Dylan Gabriel sucks. Or he's tiny, and also like the Browns pass catchers didn't help him at all. The Browns defense played pretty good, but again, like you're getting zero help from your offense.
So my thoughts are one, yeah, like when Dylan Gabriel can get the ball out on time, it doesn't look half bad, but they're not able to do that much. The run game wasn't working, and My God, Sean,
Shadour's coming.
he's gonna look so bad in the because think about all the bad Dylan Gabriel plays. It's when he's holding onto the ball.
Yeah,
That's what.
But Dylan Gabriel has no size and no athleticism. Compared to Shador.
Are we sure about that? Shador's
Yeah.
not very athletic.
I think Shador will look better in this offense.
Okay. One thing to note on the Steelers side is when Aaron Rodgers does something good and points at Mike Tomlin, it's like it's like a buddy cop movie or something like that. He's just like, yeah, I told you so.
It was still crazy that the Ravens were plus 105 to win the AFC North before this week.
Oh, you know what?
They're 1-5 now.
All right. Let's play that game. What are the odds for the AFC North?
I think Ravens have to be plus 120.
Okay, so Browns are 33-1.
Yeah.
Bengals are 14-1. Ravens plus 145. Steelers minus 135.
See, that was dumb because why plus 105 to plus 145? They lost as 7-point dogs. And
you could nail it.
Pittsburgh won as 6-point favorites.
Think about how often we see this scenario where it's just like if you just let it play out, it's probably going to move just because people are going to react to it.
Arizona gets the cover, but Indy gets the win 31-27. This one, I mean, it was bad vibes from the beginning with the pregame news. Travarius Ward, the Colts cornerback, ran into a guy in warmups and got
a tight end.
Ran into the tight end.
Just got
not Warren. Was it Mo Alley Cox?
It was long.
It might have been who's the other guy? Ferguson.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull. I don't think it was. It might have even been a practice squad guy. It might. I think it was Drew Ogletree.
Yeah. Travarius Ward gets knocked out, concussion. That was a horrible start for my Colts play. Anthony Richardson had an injury with a resistance band where he fractured his orbital. He got injured his eye with a freak accident. And so that was that. Not that Anthony Richardson impacted the game, but the Travarius Ward did hurt them. And this was Jacoby Brissett starting over Kyler was unfortunate as a Colts backer because he brought a little stability. I mean,
he got the ball out.
Yeah,
most of the time.
This was weird because it always felt like the Cardinals were going to lose the game, but it never quite felt like the Colts were going to get away. So it just kind of hung in that same zone. Like if I was on the Colts money line, I was feeling pretty good for most of the game.
I know we've already used Joe Blacko to refer to Jameis Winston, but does Brissett get a little Joe Blacko in that? Like he's just really old. Sometimes he fires in these nice ass balls where you're like, damn.
I mean, he'll have a couple good throws.
Damn, Joe Blacko.
Trey McBride looked pretty good. Yeah, it was just.
I think there a lot of elements of the passing offense looked better.
Yeah, and there was
like specifically passing to the middle of the field.
And there was a little old Danny Dimes showing up with like a horrible his first turnover at home. A little tarnish on the old Danny Dimes shine. But Indy is still a pretty good team. Like Jonathan Taylor can just keeps his leg moving and he's just tough to take down.
But like you mentioned, it's coming. Steichen only has so many good plays. You know, we're at now game 6. The sample size is getting bigger. Just gotta stop the run. They're really good at run blocking. And the Anthony Richardson thing, like what kind of fucking band was that, man? Think about how strong he must be. That the band snapped back, hit him in the face, and broke his eye bone. That's insane. I mean, you've felt those rubber bands that most normal humans use.
How would that break your eye?
It must have been like thick as shit because he's just stronger. I mean, Sean, remember how excited people got at the combine when he threw it like 80 yards?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, you got. I mean, come on. The Riley Leonard being announced as the backup was an unexpected bit of candy.
It was before we knew about the injury. And shout out to Howard Lee pointing out India's only punted 10 times this year. That is insane. They're a tough team to stop. Rams get the win and the cover 17-3. Close your eyes special gets the L. Ravens, of course, did have tons of opportunity.
Oh my God.
Very disappointed. They didn't start Snoop Huntley. He clearly gave them at least a little bit of a spark offensively. The Ravens defense did look better. It was at least salvageable. But the offense without Lamar is just cooked.
Defense played great, and they cover this game if they just don't have all those fumbles. The punt return fumble,
they got stopped on fourth down.
The Tuesday Flowers fumbles, the horrible
Flowers fumbled twice.
The clenching of the butthole play calling around the. You get 1st and goal at the 4. Derrick Henry gets 4 carries. Just figure it out.
And shout out to the Rams. Like this is, I know Ravens were banged up; they were big favorites, but this is a solid
game.
win. This is our guys went out there. They gave it all a shot. A lot of respect for Harbaugh and what they have going in that building. Tons of respect. We knew we were going to get their best effort, and now it's just turn to the page. Turn to the page. Tell them, right, guys, we cannot get ahead of ourselves. We got to get focused, get ready, go for London, and yeah, just not put too much on us. Matt's plate. I think he's doing a great job. Great ball there to Kyron, and I'm just really proud of the guys. Really proud.
I'd love to talk to the fantasy nerds who do all the simulations and find out in how many of the simulations did the AFC North look like this 6 weeks in. Because doesn't it feel like we're getting both 2 extreme outliers in the Bengals and the Ravens being so tremendously off what people thought they were going to be, and the Steelers being much like ahead of schedule? It's very funny that. I mean, it's laughable to me because we're gonna cash another Steelers over on the win total.
I'm just sitting back, enjoying my red wine, watching my dog do a bunch of tricks in the pool, and yeah, shout out to me, Sean McVay.
Oh, I hear you're staying in Baltimore for the week.
We're doing our practices at Camden Yards. It's great. Just love the game. Amazing history. Shout out to the city of Baltimore. They've been great, really supportive. Can't wait to get over there in London and soak up the game.
Were you a big fan of The Wire?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite shows. Although, shout out to Breaking Bad, also
Team
very
chemistry.
good show.
All right,
Seahawks 20, Jags 12. Ryan,
bullshit.
Tried to tell you the Jags were going to let you down here. You didn't want to hear it.
Whatever this voodoo is with the Seahawks going on the road, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, just like Daniel Jones, gave you moments where you're like, "Huh, this offense going to keep working the whole year?" Yeah, I thought for the most part the Jags played well on defense. There were too many moments where they were playing these weird zones where that JSN was just sitting wide open in. If you're playing we should consult for NFL teams. If you're playing the Seahawks this year,
yes,
you just have to cover JSN. I haven't seen anything else that's really that threatening outside of the run game, but only in a couple like. The identity of them being a great running team, I feel like is more on is not correct this year. And so it's really been JSN. Like JSN is straight up maybe the best. Like you want to talk about the dark horse offensive player of the year candidate that not many people were betting on this preseason. I mean, he's the one racking up ridiculous stats. Now Puka's banged up. Don't know what that turns into.
Not good for my offensive player of the year.
But for anyone that has JSN, like he very much looks super. Like he's dragging Sam Darnold up to another level, in my opinion, because he's just so fucking open.
Yeah, and defense played pretty good. Trevor is just Trevor. He's all over the map, Brad.
I thought this was the first game where I thought Liam Cohen got way cute, overthought it, and they were confusing the shit out of Trevor. They were confusing Trevor. You needed, and it took him way too long to adjust. Brian Thomas had some critical drops again.
Yeah, he had a couple of plays. Well, he had that one back that was awesome. That he's was like a juggling. The defender got in and basically had to intercept it, and then it popped up, and then he grabbed it, and then got the touchdown. It got called back. But there was another one where he
back
stopped short
on the tackle being a half yard.
Travis Hunter, I think, had his.
Oh no, that's what it was. Travis Hunter was offsides. It's and the next play, Travis Hunter was
problem. You missed the meeting rooms.
Throwing a tantrum at the ref. It was kind of wild. But I still, again, I think this Seahawks team is probably going to be right there in the playoff picture. So
they're going to be interesting, especially if they have to go on the road in the playoffs. Can this? How long can this better on the road than at home thing last? I don't know.
And for the Jags, good wake. I mean, obviously they did get a little too drunk off that Chiefs win, and this now has to wake them the fuck up. Sounds like they're buyers at the deadline too.
Oh,
A lot of reporting.
what would
around
they? Russell Wilson.
defensive piece.
Oh, okay.
I guess they're looking for defensive line.
Huh.
Additional defensive line.
Carolina Panthers 30, Dallas Cowboys 27. Degenerate Dan, who's a Cowboys fan, called in, talked a bunch of shit, and now the post game show, Ryan, I don't see him calling in.
Yeah, he said he was going to fade our picks on the Cowboys game.
Specifically.
Well, it was my dog, so you play the. Oh yeah, we got a nice paper ticket on Panthers. +1.
And again, the home road splits for this team also so much different. Like they're undefeated at home with Bryce, and then he looks like complete dog shit on the road. Like they look like one of the worst teams on the road, but they've played good football at home.
They've also
it's not the cleanest, but yeah,
something's been unlocked with either it's Rico Dowdle or the offensive line coming together. But they have been at home the past 2 games. But that first home win, they didn't look like an offense that could move the ball like they have the past 2 weeks. And granted, there's some defensive opponent adjustments you have to make, but I wonder if the running game looks too good for it to just be the opponent. And
the Dowdle stuff.
He looks electric.
I'm mad. I didn't think he had another like crazy game in him, and he said
he was hyped for.
He set a Panthers franchise record for like total yards. I was kicking myself for not playing the receiving yards. That was because like the numbers made sense, but I was like, is he gonna have another game after coming? He had like a historic game the game before. And I was skeptical he was going to do it again, but he did that and then some.
And he was talking. So usually when you start, you alert the defense that you're coming. It's not necessarily a good thing.
This Cowboys team's gutless. I know a guy who just put Schottenheimer coach of the year, Ryan. What I mean, you got probably should have waited after this week.
Yeah, do you think he had a loss on the projection here?
Man, you could have waited a week and gotten a better price if you think
probably could have gotten a better price.
Chargers get the win, do not get the cover. Very annoying for me as personally backing the Chargers. They just needed to get a one stop at the end there, couldn't get it. And then Herbert put the team on his back, drove down. The late, and maybe they shouldn't have covered whatever, but there was a number of moments. One, Ladd McConkey almost broke it and took it to the house there for a touchdown late. The other was who was it? Ward?
Yes.
Or no, sorry, Derwin James.
Oh yeah.
Derwin James had an interception to ice the game, and he starts returning it and then runs out of bounds. You take that to the house, Derwin James. How many touchdowns have you scored?
You can tell he had that conversation in his head. He's like, I'm going to score. No, go out of bounds. The game's over.
And the play is it's pretty sweet. You can check it out if you missed it on all over social. But Jim Harbaugh commented on the play where like Herbert had the ball in his left hand and transferred it over to the right. Jim Harbaugh on that play, quote, "That play will be burning in my mind until they throw dirt over top of me." I just loves football.
I mean, he absolutely was sacked, and it's the part of his game that we've never seen it like this, where you can legitimately have moments where you're like, he's not that different than Josh Allen. Like he's way closer to Josh Allen than he has been in previous years.
I was going to say
his physicality and his ability to like, he's like an athlete. He just doesn't default to it like Josh did in the beginning. But now that he's starting to use it, you can tell it's the Harbaugh pumping him up, telling him he's a beast, telling him he's the man.
You're the man. You're the man. I was gonna say he reminds me of Carson Wentz, like peak Carson Wentz, where I mean, some of those magician like get out of situations. That play that I saw Harbaugh do, I could bring up a bunch of those of Wentz in like 2017 when he was at his peak athleticism and just getting out of stuff and the cannon arm.
I guess the difference is Wentz always had like a skinniness to him that Herbert, like right now when Herbert's running full speed, I don't know I don't know if it's that different than Josh Allen in terms of if he's going to lower his shoulder on someone. I get other than that, in the pocket, I'm with you because that was where Wentz did the craziest shit, was where he sat there and then at the last minute he did something ridiculous.
I mean, Carson Wentz and Justin Herbert are almost exact same size.
Yeah, maybe it's just the way that I'm.
You're just rock hard. for Justin Herbert.
No, I like he strikes me as someone that can run through a motherfucker a little bit better than Carson Wentz could in his prime. Also, I would imagine if we made this comparison to Decker, he would be insulted.
Yeah, I mean,
I was comparing him to Josh Allen. You're comparing him to. Carson
I'm just
Wentz.
Pete Carson Wentz 2017, like when he was in the mix for MVP. This is what he reminded me of.
Yeah,
first thing that came to mind. And then on the other side, the Dolphins just complete disaster of an organization. Tua saying like everyone's showing up late for meetings, no one cares.
Why are
Ryan,
you saying this to the media?
You want to talk about bad locker rooms? Miami is a bad locker room. I mean, it's
Did they fire him this week?
It's hilarious when people are like, think Nick Sirianni should be on the hot seat. Have you seen what a hot seat looks like? Miami is a hot seat. It's the hottest of all seats. And
I
again,
agree that Miami is doing much worse than Philly. That's fair. Relative to expectations too.
No, but you want to talk about a toxic locker room. That's exactly what it looks like. And the quarterback going, everyone's showing up late for meetings. We have a leadership problem.
Isn't he one of the leaders?
That is bad. Right. You're looking for locker room cancer. I found it.
I mean, he just goes home and hangs out with his kids. He's not worried about leading the team.
He's not worried about 5 interceptions, 5 touchdowns. How did those motherfuckers cover?
Because
Gadsden fumbled and Herbert has some. He's had some good moments certainly, but he also has some moments where it's like,
Oh, I think this defense, like the nerds love this defense. They love Mike Minter. I'm not so sure this is a good defense. I think that's why they didn't cover.
And some of it was, of course, who they were facing.
And Tua Tagovailoa,
but much like
quarterback.
God damn it!
Right now we have to listen to the whole thing.
And Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback.
And much like JSN in Seattle, it's like just stop that one guy. Just don't let Achan beat you.
Yeah.
And what they do?
Achan was the main reason of the cover. New England Patriots 25, Saints 19. I was on the Pats. Yeah. I mean, this was a weird game. Again, Rattler, signs of life. He has a pulse. He's rattling. Spencer Rattler is the perfect name for him because he's like
he's a Spencer, and he's got a little venom.
So, he's like rattling around. You're a little nervous about him.
Like a superhero that's like a nerd by day. And
I don't know,
like
just
badass snake at night. Throws the leather jacket on, goes down to the roadside bar.
For the most part, you take the right precautions. You're not too worried about Rattler, but if you're walking around not paying attention, it'll get you a little bite.
Yeah,
because that's kind of what his game is. Where he's not amazing, but for what his skill set is, what that team is, I think he maximizes his skill set and what's going on for him. But it's still not enough to get it done. Pats. This game was kind of all over the place. There was like that weird. Oh, do we get I think I requested a caller and then he didn't accept the call, but now he's on. Destroy Indian, you're on the line.
Hey guys, Destroy Indian, commissioner of the league. Anyways, I want to throw pretty much every offensive play caller in the locker room.
Okay.
Because the play calling this year has just been terrible, and I don't know if that's because of the league and them not being able to practice in pads or what, but the other day I was watching the Ravens game with my wife, and I'm like, watch this. They're going to run the ball with Henry one time, and then they're going to call 2 sweep plays in a row, and then they're going to punt the ball. And you know what happened? That happened, and I'm just like, this is incredible. I've never seen such a lack of imagination or spreading the ball downfield in my life.
Ball.
Yeah, I think there is something to these guys not playing in the preseason, probably less practice time. I think all that stuff does add up to maybe some less imaginative offenses. I think there probably could be something to that, certainly. And I swear at some point these teams coming off the bye, we gotta. I think it hasn't been advantageous, but I think down the line it's going to start to end up paying off. Like it just seems like it's going to swing the other way.
It's usually this is the time of year where it starts mattering.
Yeah, a little later on. Destroy Indian, thanks for calling in, man. Thanks for running the Tattoo Fantasy League.
Yeah, have a good night.
All right, let it ride.
Yep.
Yeah, I hit the thing to like, hey, bring him on, and then he didn't. He never accepted on his end.
Pops right
and
in.
I forgot about it.
Sneaks on in.
Much like the Rattler, he's gonna get you right. Look out. Couple more games. We do have all the Monday night props to get to, including first TDs. Raiders 20, Titans 10. I'm mad I didn't lock this up because it was never in doubt. It was a comically ugly game. I mean, those Cam Ward turnovers, Ryan, to your point, like Jackson Dart has not had those like, he
did just drop the ball that one time.
Sure. So I guess you're right. He's had some,
but it seemed less ridiculous because he was running towards the line of scrimmage at least. Like
there were like multiple times the ball just flew out of Cam Ward's hand. He had some really bad interceptions. He also had at one point and probably I don't think anyone else that we were watching with was paying attention. I tried to get everyone to see it. I didn't bother rewinding to it, but there was a moment where like it was like a they called a unabated or it was like a false start, but they still rushed in, and then they blew it dead, and then someone like taps Cam Ward, and they just completely flops.
Yeah, he's a bit of a drama queen.
Cam Ward looks really bad, but I think everyone on this game was pretty bad. The Raiders were just slightly less bad, so I still think the Raiders suck. I'm so glad I bet against the Titans coming off that win.
Third straight road game and coming off that miracle win.
Yeah, it should have been a lock. But it's scary to lay points with the Raiders, but we should have plowed through it.
Yeah, all those people betting. I mean, the look ahead was 7.
Yeah,
that came down.
Sharps loved the Titans. Sharps loved them. Bucks 30, 49ers 19. I mean, hats off to Baker. Like it was like 3rd and 18 or something, and
showed that play to my wife.
And he just was.
I watched this.
Refused to go down. He refused to go down.
That's ridiculous.
Unfortunately, a Big Boo. He's going to be out for a long time, and I don't. We were discussing MVP, Ryan. Allen and Mahomes both much better MVP odds than Baker, which is kind of crazy considering the way they've won. They've only lost one game to the Super Bowl champ Philadelphia Eagles. That was at home. Even that game, it's not like they were blown out of that game. And he's really carrying the offense. And with all back, he's missing Godwin, Evans, his starting running back. And now a Big Boo is out. So
Evans coming back next week though.
So they're gonna need him. I mean, how long do you think Big Boo's out?
Hamstring, right? It's got to be like 2. I'd probably say 2 to 3 weeks.
People get mad that I always talk about the heat and humidity in these Florida games, but that it was clearly an issue in this game.
Updated MVP odds: Josh Allen plus 140, Patrick Mahomes plus 270, Baker Mayfield plus 470. And then there's a big drop. So like that's the 3-headed monster right now.
Yeah. And
then there's a drop, and it's Jared Goff, Jordan Love, Drake May, Matthew Stafford, all 15 to 1.
It's gonna be tough because I think Allen's gonna have his work cut out for him because it's just the bar for you to win back to back is set so high, and the narrative of giving it to Baker is going to be tempting for some of these Ward voters.
Sorry, I got very distracted. Jackson Dart's MVP price 500 to 1. That's
Ryan. Oh, and there was a great
Mac Jones is 300 to 1.
There was a great interview with Tez Johnson, Bucks rookie receiver, that I thought was worth playing here.
All right, let's go.
I'll tell you a funny story. This is crazy. When I score and I hit MVP chant, I'm thinking they talking about me. So I asked Shep. I'm like, Shep, they was chanting MVP. And he was like, yeah. I was like, I ain't do nothing this year. And then he was like, they talking about Baker, Tez. And I was like, well, that explains it. But he is the MVP. The one he got the first down on, he said he blacked out. But I mean, that's just Baker. The pump fake get everybody. I'm just like, oh my God, he's a dog. Like, I don't know what he put in his cereal before the game, but that guy on it every single week.
What's it like to
Say out of
Yeah. So Tez Johnson on the radar. I mean, some of these Bucks props receiver wise are going to be fun. Like your Sterling Shepard's has been alive. Like everyone.
A couple of things. One, like this is the stuff. This is what I was talking about with Jackson Dart earlier. Like shit like that, where the teammates are just like, yeah, respect. Also, this is the guy that, if you remember, I told the story about seeing one of Dylan Gabriel's college teammates talking about how tiny he was. It was Tez John. It was this guy. So imagine this guy being like telling a story about how shocked he was seeing how small the quarterback was.
Yo, he tiny.
But yeah, I mean, it's going to be spicy, especially because they have two guys named Johnson.
Yeah.
Which is
long.
If you're betting first touchdowns, you got the.
Oh, you got to be careful.
Oh shit! I don't need.
You got to be careful. You got a hold of the right Johnson, Ryan. That could get.
If you get, you don't want. That is weird.
It could get tricky.
Hasn't happened to me in some time.
Oh wow! All right, so I guess it has happened. Last game, Bengals 18, Packers 17. Bengals get the cover. Again, nothing. I don't think the Packers look particularly good.
Oh, they were not looking at this game.
They
weren't focused on this one.
It was like looking ahead, but still kind of hanging around. Shout out to my Joe Flacco, AFC North bet. He had 219 passing yards. Chase Brown, who I thought was going to get involved in the receiving game, didn't. He did end up getting 2 catches, only for 7 yards. But I'd say this offense slightly better than I would say slightly better with Flacco over Browning, but still a ton of issues. Maybe a lateral move. We'll see. I couldn't tell how much of it was Green Bay kind of looking ahead or whatever.
I thought the one thing he did better than Browning was the fuck it throws to Chase and Higgins.
I mean that touchdown to Chase Brown I was like, no way should you throw that, but he got it.
Yeah, no, I mean it was also an insane catch. I mean that's not something.
No,
yeah,
but you have to be, have that fuck it.
Packers look bad.
They didn't look great.
The Packers now. This is 3 games in a row, right? Because they looked great after coming out of the Commanders game, and then they go lose to the Browns and Joe Flacco, which is looking worse and worse as we go on. They then tie the Cowboys, and now they won the game, but this Bengals team's ass. And what are they looking ahead to? The Cardinals and Jacoby Brissett. It's gonna be an interesting spot.
Kramer, let's talk about a little props, and you know who's great at props? Our boys over on Rhythm. Love Rhythm. Of course, you can use that promo code SGPN, get you 25%. All the picks, all the props, and of course, they got a ton of great stuff here for Monday nights. All the games. They do a great job crushing it, college and NFL, and you can track your plays over there with Rhythm when you build your own models. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model, and you could win $1,000. That's right, free cash. And of course, promo code SGPN 25. Here's a play Rhythm likes, one of their smart signals. DJ Moore over 39.5 receiving yards against the Commanders.
Oh.
Stay tuned. Maybe Ryan also likes that. DJ Moore over 39.5 receiving yards over on Rhythm. Promo code SGPN 25. Kramer, we got a bunch of props to get to. What's your first one you like?
All right. The Bills game is first, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Let's start there then. Shakir over 4.5. Give me a second. All right. There we go. Shakir over 4.5 receptions. I think that as I broke apart the Falcons defense, that I think is a little fugazi because they played a bunch of backup quarterbacks. I do think they are going to be able to take, or at least limit the tight ends more than the Bills have been in recent games, which only enhances Shakir. I also just think the Bills offense is at its best when Shakir is the focal point. And he's the best freestyle guy. So if you think there is going to be pressure from this Atlanta defense, which I think Sean might, then it's going to be Shakir who's the beneficiary of that. So over 4.5 receptions. He's gone over that in his last 2. He's definitely been ramping up the targets as well, including that last game against New England where he had 9 targets, 6 catches. So we're going with receptions over yards.
Ryan, the Falcons defense, which I think is underrated, I think is going to have a good game. I think you know what, they're really good at slowing down the tight ends. So to your point, I think if the Bills are moving the ball, it's with the receivers and not necessarily with Dalton Kincaid, who's dealing with an oblique injury on top of everything. I don't think they've adjusted his number enough here. Dalton Kincaid under 37.5 receiving yards. They've done Falcons have owned the tight ends and they've played some decent tight ends. 4 games, they've only allowed 69 yards combined on 8 catches. So I get it. Dalton Kincaid's his guy, but I think they're going to have to find ways to get the ball to the receiver. So yeah, give me Dalton Kincaid under 37.5 receiving yards.
Okay.
You think there's a chance? I'm assuming he plays. I just don't think he's going to be 100% either.
It seemed to get more pessimistic as the week went on, but I'm with you. I would imagine he'll be out there, but even if he is, it's a tough matchup.
Yeah.
So
I think
what
it's a
was
tough
his
matchup,
catch prop?
and he's not. It's a good question. I would guess.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. Let's see. I think I have
probably 2.5 on that yardage.
No, it's got to be a little higher than that, I think. Yeah, I guess I'd probably take the yards too.
Oh, it's 3.5. And I'm seeing a little higher. I'm going to give myself 39.5 receiving yards. I'm seeing. So Dalton Kincaid under 39.5 receiving yards. Do you like that? Or do I go catches?
No, I think that I would rather, because I think I think like that he's, or someone in that range is a good reverse correlation candidate over catches under, especially if you think the game's going to flow with some pressure to Josh. He's maybe working the check down a little bit more.
All right. Dalton Kincaid under 39.5 receiving yards. Kramer, what's your next one?
Josh Allen, anytime touchdown. It's even money.
That's always a good
prime
bet.
time.
Yeah.
And
don't need to overthink it.
Pressure on turf. Easy.
This one I think I talked about in our pick show, but I love Bijan in this game.
Bijan. You mean Bijan?
Was that he's corrected people?
I know it's so confusing.
He's corrected people twice, so you can correct me once. After that, I'm going with my own thing. Bijan Robinson over 110.5 combined rushing and receiving yards. He's had 200-yard receiving games so far this season. 111 yards is his lowest total, and that was in that blowout game against the Panthers.
Why not take just the receiving prop 30.5? I mean, I don't have a problem with either, but that is now there are some
because I don't know what they're gonna do coming out of the bye. I do know Bijan's gonna get his one way or the other, and
okay,
I guess I would just worry that they think I could see the Falcons wanting to try and increase their time of possession, and they're like, we're going to do that by giving Bijan a ton of rushing. I just don't want to miss out on one of his long catches. Like he could have one catch for 25 yards and then run for 95 or something that's what I'm worried about missing out on.
Well, all right. Yeah. Cause I think it's an interesting week because I'm pretty sure some of the statistical models that use like anything that uses DVOA or EPA is going to view the Bills as being a very good defense against the running back in the passing game. And so we might even be getting a relatively discounted price here.
Yeah. So and the Bills
on the
struggle.
receiving yards.
Yeah. I like the receiving yards too. I want to play both because
all right. You know what? I'll play the receiving yards alone at 30.5.
I like that too. Because it's a good the Bills linebackers struggle with the receiving.
Well, it's the Matt Milano effect, right?
Yeah, and he's not out there. All right, Ryan. What about the late game Monday night? What are you doing?
Well, the first one is the one you gave out with rhythm. I think when you look at this Washington defense and they're weak to the quote unquote number 2, the non-primary. I think Odunze has shown that he's commanded the alpha role in this offense. I certainly think you could also and stay tuned for my next prop, but there's other ways to attack this defense. But I think DJ Moore at 38.5 yards, like coming off the bye, you got this fucking guy on your team. DJ Moore has been great with horrible quarterbacks. As a number 2, he's got to be an advantage for you. So over 38.5 receiving yards for DJ Moore.
Yeah, I see it. And I guess the only thing I struggle, he's kind of like a pain in the ass in the locker room, I think, but it should be good for me.
I mean, get him the F in the.
No, he's good. He's good, and they're gonna need him if they're looking to win this game.
Washington 32nd in DVOA to the number 2 receiver.
They're also not great against the tight end. Commander 6 in yards allowed to the tight end. Give me Cole Kmet over 20.5 receiving yards. 3-1 to the over. Maybe the bye week they figure out a way to get more Loveland, but I still think Cole Kmet's going to have his role.
Okay. So 32nd against the tight end too for DVOA.
Yeah.
I was gonna like. Is this the week to play Loveland?
I don't think so because they haven't adjusted his number down enough. Like I looked. How many red zone targets do you think Colston Loveland
0
has? Yes. So
we don't have yardage props for him right now.
Yeah, because he's coming off injury too. So I'm not touching Loveland. And I think even if Loveland they try and involve him more, I want no part of it.
You would think they're gonna push that element.
Yeah, but also Kmet's reliable. I don't think they're gonna get away from that enough to the point that he can't get 21 yards.
And you like the yards over the receptions with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he has like a 1 for 20. He had a 30-yard catch already this season.
Yeah. All right.
Kramer, what else you got?
Just gonna guess that they're gonna use him a bit more, but give me Luther Burden also over 18.5.
That's the rookie. I think there you could pump more.
Well, I just as I was looking into this game, I'm like, well, I am on the Commanders. I think they're gonna have some success on the ground, but the prices on Bill doing anything is ridiculous. And I also think that the Washington defense is gettable. And so I thought, well, let's just and I looked at Kmet. I looked at I didn't look at Loveland, but I looked at Kmet, and yeah, I think you just box up a couple of these receivers. So I'm going to go Burden over 18.5 receiving yards as well.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like
and if they're in a trail, game script,
I'll go DeAndre Swift over 46.5 rush yards. I think this is a
spicy.
What's spicy about that?
Just anytime you play Swift, it's spicy.
He's shown up in primetime games, and I think the Bears want to set up the play action. You get DeAndre Swift going.
No, it's like he's hit or miss for me. I don't have a take on him for this game.
Yeah, I think they can run the ball enough here.
I'm a Roshan Johnson guy.
Yeah, we're the only ones who believe in this guy.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And I think that 46.5 is gettable against this. I think this is going to be a high scoring game. So yeah, DeAndre Swift over 46.5 rush yards. What about an underdog entry, Ryan? Let's put together one of those, and then we'll do our first TD bets and a DGen parlay to close it out. Thank you everyone for tuning in live. Kramer, what are we doing for our underdog? Of course, promo code SGPN up to underdog. Drinking all day. Play $5, get 100. Underdog fantasy promo code SGPN. You can win up to 5,000 extra money.
Oh my god!
Let's just do a little two entry here, Ryan. Get ourselves going. Still got some.
If
boost.
we do multi-game, I got a 40% boost I can use.
Okay. What does multi-game mean?
Like we got to pick one from each game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
so yeah,
would there be any reason to not just play the Josh Allen rush receiving?
I was gonna go the Bijan receiving yards.
Oh, okay, let's do that. I'm in on that.
All right, Bijan receiving yards higher, 31.5.
Oh.
What about the
31.5?
Oh yeah, so you shop around, Ryan. You got your
expect a little bit better. Well, I would then. I mean, my angles were on just everyone getting receptions and receiving yards for the Bears.
I mean,
whether
I like
it's because they're trailing or because they're like either way, that's going to be how it's going to work.
I like the Odunze.
I didn't. That was the one I didn't give out.
Oh, that was the one Rhythm liked, right? Or no?
No,
Sorry,
Rhythm,
it was DJ
Rhythm
Moore.
agreed
Yeah,
with
yeah,
me.
Yeah, I put in Odunze and it was 67.5. Yeah, I like the. Why don't we go DJ Moore higher 38.5?
I mean, or do they have? Let's just double check that they don't have Burden. Let's see what his numbers are. Burden is 19.5.
Cole Kmet's 20.5. I like both, but maybe I'm crazy here.
They're gonna get Burden involved, right?
Oh well, also
DJ Moore's the.
Burden could just not.
So you think the coach just hates the GM's picks?
I don't know. There's a weird dynamic there. Kmet to me is he's old reliable Cole Kmet.
Let's take DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
That's the well, I'm a little worried about the Colston Loveland thing. It's the same. It's the same thing. I think let's just go.
Those
DJ.
fantasy guys, they're in your head.
Is it?
Bijan Robinson higher 31.5 receiving yards. DJ Moore higher 38.5 receiving yards. Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN. Yeah, all the fantasy guys drafted Loveland. They're pissed off that they haven't used them, so they're telling people they're going to use them.
I've pretty aggressively muted a bunch of that world. It's been good for me.
For the Buffalo at Atlanta first TDs, give me Michael Penix Jr. 35-1. Bills have let up a lot of quarterback rushing yards. Now some of that's playing Lamar Jackson there and Fields briefly, but I would not, Penix in big spots, not afraid to run. We've seen so 35-1
auto play,
right?
I mean, eventually we'll probably have enough data where we're like, actually he doesn't, but he does, and I completely agree with that play.
For my other Atlanta play, first touchdown, give me Ray McLeod 27-1. Darnell Mooney's out. I think he's going to get the nice workload here, and the price is pretty good at 27-1 for the Bills. Jackson Hawes, our buddy, 30-1. I think is a good number for him. Clearly involved in the red zone. Dalton Kincaid with the oblique. I think he's going to be limited. I think he'll try and go. I don't think he's going to have a ton of work. And then Curtis Samuel, 27-1 for the Buffalo Bills.
Wish he didn't score last week, because I do feel like his number would be like 50-1 if he didn't find the end zone on that random play last week. I'm with you on Penix. You said 35-1, right?
Yes.
I'm also on Tyler Algier. I think there's going to be opportunity, and the way that you can run physically at this.
What's the number you saw for him?
For Algier, 11-1.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to play Bijan at like plus 250 or whatever.
I mean Tyler Algier anytime is probably good too.
Maybe better, but I do think they don't mind using him around the.
No, he has a lot of red zone carries.
And then on the other side, a little bit chalky, but Josh Allen is currently 8-1. That's the buy price, 8-1 or better. We buy Josh Allen, and then Shakir 14-1. Consider Jackson Hawes, but I try to avoid the back-to-back plays. Some of these are automatic though. All right, who do you got for the Bears Commanders?
Caleb Williams, obviously
easy 20-1.
Yep, and then Zacchaeus. They use him a little bit in the red zone. 25-1. He's I'll pull this up, but his red zone targets are right up there. I think he took Burden, what Burt was supposed to be Burden's role. Yeah, so now maybe it'll change a little bit coming back off the bye, but Zacchaeus. So Adunze has 6 targets. Zacchaeus has 4 targets in the red zone and hasn't got home, aka he's due. So
I mean he could just be better at that role.
For Washington, I wasn't really loving anything because the stuff that was like easier was like the prices weren't good, so I kind of went long shots. Luke McCaffrey 30-1. Ken got that nice big play in the Chargers game, and then John Bates coming off a game where he had a catch is 50-1. Kramer.
So the reason you also like John Bates at 50-1 is in a lot of the simulations they're running the ball down the Falcons' throat, and John Bates is out there because he's their blocking tight end.
Yeah,
and so horrible price here. This is not correct. Love John Bates. This actually might also be an anytime for me. Yeah, Jaden Daniels. You're not playing him at 9-1.
No.
Okay.
I mean,
I am.
Yeah, you have your systems.
Caleb Williams 20-1. That's one of the worst. That's almost as bad. It's actually no. This is like Jackson Dart 18-1.
Yeah,
it's just a bad price.
Well, Jackson Dart, especially, he's a rookie too. Like, and it was a primetime game, and he's shown. I mean, he's 3 games. The guy is running a ton. Caleb Williams, at least he had a full entire season where he didn't run the ball.
But he kind of scampers.
No, I'm saying like Caleb Williams had an entire season of no rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart was going into his 3rd game, and he already had a rushing touchdown.
True.
I think he already hit a
worse.
first
You're
touchdown.
Right. That was worst. It was a first touchdown.
He's had 2 first touchdowns in the 3 games he's played. Like the pricing was moronic.
I wonder if they're going to fix it this week. And then you didn't play Cole Kmet, huh?
I didn't.
It's 22-1.
Yeah, I was going. Maybe I'm getting cute with Zacchaeus, but
I think everyone is live, so there's some element of just find the longer price.
Yeah, but I mean, I was debating.
Well, that's probably one of the longer prices.
What?
Zacchaeus.
Yeah, before you get crazy.
Of the receivers, yeah.
But he had 4. I mean, the red zone targets is just what got me on Zacchaeus. I feel like they're going to get him right there. D-Gen play of the day, Ryan.
You know I'm a degenerate.
I'll go first. I think there's Ray McLeod. I think could have a big game. Obviously, I like Bijan, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ray McLeod gets a couple. No, nothing crazy, but he seems. I think he's in line for a nice game here. He's had a couple 90-yard games, both last year. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that might have still been Kirk Cousins, but yeah, he had 2 90-yard games last year. Ray McLeod 90 yards, and the Falcons win 85-1.
What's the price by itself?
It's like 30-1, something like that.
I almost want to price out the Ray McLeod 2 touchdowns.
No, 90 yards.
Oh no, sorry. I'm staring at the 2 touchdown screen. That's why I said that. That's almost fun one to look at the reverse correlation too. Like play it both ways.
Yeah. So would you lay 4.5 with the Bills?
Are you playing the money line with the Falcons?
Yes.
See what the money line pays. I think you're going to get credit for reverse correlation.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I'll.
And I was actually kind of looking into this. So with these types of like where you're playing an alt, right? Why not? Like you like it the correlated way. Why not play some percentage of that back against you in the reverse correlated way, assuming that you're getting the credit I think you're going to get. Maybe not. Maybe not as much for. Maybe it's more touchdowns than yards.
Ray McLeod, 90 receiving yards in the Bills lane 4.5 is 70-1.
Okay.
Bills money line would be knocks you down to 50-1.
Oh, that's great value. Like you're getting,
and now it's already knocked it down to 75-1 for the money line.
That with those 2 prices, you take the Bills money line. You play the reverse correlation without the spread on the favorite.
All right. I'm just gonna play the Falcons.
Yeah. I'm just
but I see the strategy.
Like more as like so when we're playing craps, I play a C&E on the come out roll, which we didn't even talk about our epic craps run.
Yeah. Well, a little bit on the pregame show, but the craps run was great. It was cold. And then we finally started warming up and basically made our money back. We were up a little bit. Ryan looked at me. He's like, "Hey, should we go?" And I'm like, "Nah, let's do one. Let's see one more." And the one more turned out to be this kid's dad, who was also just an assassin and went on a crazy ride.
Did a great job. I would say they did a great job.
Oh, they were great shooters. Great work, Ryan.
But and there was a hard ways parlay in there.
Yeah.
Which is
you and Rosenberg hit
turned
hard
10 into 1,000, but we left 200 out there because we were playing for more. Yeah. Anyway, so official not playing both ways. What do you think about the idea of playing those types of correlation bets both ways?
I don't.
In general.
Yeah, I see the strategy.
Not interested. I got you. All right. I think what we're gonna do here. So
I think it's a good strategy. What do you want me to tell you?
I think we start with Cole Kmet, 2 touchdowns. You talked me off the Colston Loveland ledge. I'm a little worried about it, but I'm going to play Cole Kmet 2 touchdowns, and I'm also going to play Josh Allen 2 touchdowns. It sounds simple, right? Basic as shit. What do you think that pays, Sean?
Josh Allen 2 touchdowns and Cole Kmet 2 touchdowns.
Correct.
Okay. Well, Cole Kmet's the spicy one.
He's 33 to 1.
Okay. And then with Josh Allen getting 2 touchdowns, say 40 to 1.
Oh wow!
What?
Wow!
Am I
Wait,
low
get
or
your
high?
calculator.
Really?
270 to 1.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Keep it simple.
It's a D10 parlay.
Keep it simple, stupid.
All right. Hey. Yes.
Stay tuned on Twitter. I might play some touchdown round robins in this game too.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm feeling a little bit like I need to chase a little bit on Monday night.
Shout out to Brad saying, I don't know how to play craps. When I get to Vegas, I want some lessons from you guys. Yes. Free craps lessons at the Circa. Come say hi, as always.
It's so annoying when I'm like when we're at a table with someone who's just playing like a donkey.
Yeah.
Like these guys that were rolling before the hot streak. The guy's playing $100 on the pass line, no odds behind. And I just want to walk over and be like, dude, what are you doing over here?
You're killing yourself.
Like, let me guess, you don't go to the doctor either.
Hit us up on Spotify, answering all questions and comments over on Spotify. And while you're there, toss us 5 stars. Always appreciate that. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
Jackson Dart is kind of arrived, Sean.
Kramer, let it ride.